Hello, everyone. We're sorry, I got distracted reading. So we're back with some more Wild Arms 3. I say we're back with more Wild Arms 3. We're currently enjoying Calypso actually moving for once. Look at her go! Like, wait, you talking about me? I'm talking about you? I'm talking about you? Anyways, that's enough of that. Moving right along. I have done some stuff. We talked about this at the end of last session. How I was probably going to do a little bit of grinding, but also a bit of prep work. Kind of looking through things and trying to, like, figure out what exactly are we trying to do? Do we have any things that we need to do right now? Etc., etc., or are we just pushing forward with story stuff? Made some good progress on that. Again, trying to stay relatively spoiler-free, like story spoiler-free, not secrets spoiler-free. I don't really care about that, right? But I'm trying to not spoil the story for myself, and that has gone well. Good evening, Jay. So yeah, that's all been pretty fruitious. And the grinding went well. So you can see we got about 2.5 hours. Really, that took me like 30 minutes using Turbo. And we got quite a few fucking levels. We got 11 levels on Virginia. We got 9 on Clive. Only 6 on Jet. And 7 on Gallows. And you can see Virginia's kind of taking the lead quite a bit, because what we did was we did exactly what I was showing off at the end of last session. We fought the Creeping Chaoses, and I was just using turbos, so I would just set up a scenario where it's like status lock with Gallows, guard to get FP back, and then permanence on everyone, so that the Creeping Chaoses basically can't really do anything, and then I just set it to auto battle and everyone would just shoot, which is not super efficient if you're playing normally, but if you're doing turbo, it's pretty fucking fast. And Virginia's FP plus skill activates every single time she does anything or anything is done to her. So everyone else, it's 10,000 experience per Creeping Chaos. So when we would run into 3 Creeping Chaoses, which was pretty frequent, when we would run into those battles would take quite a while. So everyone else via skill activations and things with that, like that, would get up to like 2 times experience. Whereas Virginia was getting up frequently to like 4 times experience, sometimes 5 times experience, depending on how long the battle took. And it made a noticeable fucking difference. She is well ahead of everyone else, which was pretty dope. So, we did that. That's kind of the situation there. You can see our money is up decently high. So we're doing pretty okay for ourselves. I did a bit of like plotting and planning on what's going on with characters, where are we potentially taking them. We'll talk more about that in just a second with what I plan to start out for the session on. And then of course I did a fair bit of little research, kind of like looking at the things of, have we missed stuff? Is there stuff for us to like go back and grab in places? We've been doing a little bit of that. Is there anything else that I can be doing to kind of like optimize my time? And are there secrets that I should be engaging with or want to be engaging with now rather than progressing the storyline? And the answer to that question is kinda, if I want to, but we basically activated the things that we need to activate, namely telepath powers. So that is all kind of like in play, so we're good to go there. We can basically keep progressing through the game and be perfectly fine. Or we can do kind of like side quests as we kind of want to. So that might be the play. as we go forward is have sessions divided with like a little bit of, oh, let's go do the side stuff for a little bit, and then let's go do a story progression beat, right? Because that's pretty quintessential in how a game like this plays. When I say story progression beat, it often means dungeon. That's pretty typical of an old RPG like this. So I say that's pretty typical of a new RPG like this. Well, the gameplay is fighting, so that be what it be. So yeah, I think we're actually doing pretty okay on a fair amount of things. One of the things that we have been maybe not struggling with, but unsure of, is our setups, right? As far as like mediums go. And I did look into some of the stuff. I think for the most part, we're kind of okay. There's a lot of like variation back and forth on where things can go depending on exactly what you want to have happen and who you're trying to maximize. And really the key point I think most people will point out is that depending on the setups that you're utilizing, like Clive Finest Arts kind of scenario, right? If your plan is to just spam Finest Arts on Clive, everything else is kind of just miscellaneous, right? If your plan is to Comet Virginia, right? Everything else is kind of just miscellaneous. You can try to juggle doing multiple different things, but it all just kind of depends on the situation that you're in. So I think we're okay with the setup that we currently have. We're not specifically maximized for anything at this current point in time, and we will probably, as we move into some of the more secret things, we will probably start adjusting for that kind of maximizing concept, right? But for now, I think we're pretty much okay. So, aside from that, one of the things that I have been super curious about and kind of unsure of is arm upgrades. Now, I think we're decently happy with with Virginia, right? I do think we are probably going to mess around with Comet a little bit when we get it, which probably isn't going to be that far away. We could probably go get it now, but I don't think that's the next stop on our list. But the theory there is just like whenever she is about to do Comet, right? Throwing boosters on her a la Fiery Rage and Brave Seal are both attack boosters, right? And then making sure that like Brave Seal and Fiery Rage have things on them that basically I look specifically at the thing. So, like, Fiery Rage already has, like, critical hit, right? But we could ensure that, you know, there's, like, the armor piercing and, like, damage boost type stuff to throw on those things. And so it's just like, alright, Virginia's about to Comet, throw Fiery Rage, throw Brave Seal on her, and let her Comet with the stuff that is there. And that's gonna mean, like, in actual battles, reapplying personal skills and things like that, which is somewhat tedious, but the game is designed the way that the game is designed, so I'm not gonna lose my gourd about it. It just be what it be. And we'll go from there. But other people's arms, I do think, are a little less than, right? We still want to probably adjust Clive's. Probably we want to take crit out and just go full damage. I think what we have, the setup we have right now is fine. It's perfectly acceptable. Jet, we probably have a fair bit, like we probably want to drop this hit and put another point into shot. Or we might even be interested in potentially trying to do like a 100% crit build which I looked into and is theoretically kind of ish possible scenario. So there's options for that. And then Gallows is kind of this weird odd man out. So before we did anything else tonight, I wanted to noodle around with Gallows. So I was looking through his arm upgrades, because there's this very handy-dandy page on shrines that has exactly the cost and results of all of the various levels of arm upgrades for each character. But also it has this little arm upgrade cost calculator at the bottom of the page, which is really cool to look through. So Gallows is kind of like in this weirdly interesting place when it comes to arms, right? The Coyote, the shotgun, has the highest base weight of any of the weapons, which means his Gatling costs the most, right? Costing 30 FP, right? Meaning you have to get to 90 FP if you want to dump his entire base clip, because his base clip is bullets, right? Which is kind of a pain in the ass. He also has the lowest base crit rate of all of the characters at 0.1. And so, investing fully into weight, right? Like if we, for example, were to try to do a build similar to Virginia, we couldn't even really do that because the most we can get, I say the most, it's kind of a weird situation. We can get Gallows's weight down to 20 for Gatling, and then put 2 points into bullet, so that he has 5 bullets, so he can shoot 5 times in a Gatling, which is cool, but that's 12 out of his 15 points to spend. And that's going to leave his crit at 0.1 and his damage at pretty fucking low. And then the aside becomes, right, like, what does Gallows actually fucking do in combat? Most of the time, he's group casting, right? And we're using someone else for, like, some big, damage scenario. Like, Clive is doing some big damage scenario, or Finest Arts, or, potentially we're going to have Virginia be doing Comet Mark. And Jet just passively does far more damage than Gallows does with attacks, right? So it's really Gallows is casting the majority of the time. So even trying to come up with some sort of setup in order for him to dump his FP often doesn't sound like a very good idea, because typically he wants his FP so he can cast whatever the fuck he is trying to cast, right? Or if he's going to use his FP, normally better that he's using his FP on a Guardian, on a Summons, right? So I'm playing with this concept. One of the other issues with Gallows, and this is kind of like this is an interesting way that the systems in this game work, because you have the arms of the characters, right? You have their arm specs, but you also have their base stats, and their stats increase as they level and are increased by the guardians that they are utilizing. So Gallows actually has really shit-ass attack. I mean, not as bad as Virginia, but he just doesn't get a lot of attack from leveling, right? He gets way more like magic from leveling, magic resistance from leveling, and defense from leveling. He's more of a sturdy character that is a caster. And obviously, right, the guardians that you put on a character are going to have a very big effect. If we had Fiery Rage, if we had more Galt, if we had, Brave Seal on Gallows, then his attack power would be significantly higher. But we've been through this before. It's the same kind of scenario of, like, your percentage increasing a lower number. So if there is some kind of funky way to maximize that through someone like Virginia, with the fact that you can kind of perfectly get her weight and her bullet count to be able to unload 10 shots with the Gatling, so boosting her attack power via Guardians and via, personal skills and Comet Mark and stuff like that can lead to really good results. Gallus doesn't really have anything like that, right? Like, because of the way his weight is, because it's the highest base and thus you get the least out of boosting it, and his bullet count, his starting bullet count, is the second lowest, right? It's very difficult to get him to a point to where he can really make any effect of any scenario like that. So I'm kind of thinking, rather than do any of the shit that we potentially could do, I might end up initializing all of Gallos' stuff and just dump all of the points that we have into shot, into pure damage on the character, because he actually gets the second highest amount of damage from upgrading his weapon. Clive gets 300 at max, Jet gets 240 at max, and Gallus gets 260 at max. And 260 is pretty damn good, significantly better than Virginia's like 120 or 140 or something like that, and actually adds a pretty large amount to Gallows compared to the concept of crit, right? Because crit in this game, obviously there's ways to scale it, but the base crit multiplier is 2. It's 2 times damage, right? So if we are fully trying to get Gallos to crit as much as possible, so we dump as much crit into his weapon as possible, and then we, have him with best luck, yada yada yada, and we actually get him up to a decent crit chance, so that he is actually critting for, double damage the majority of the time. Even then, at his relatively low base attack power, with no multipliers from Guardians, that's really not going to do much. Versus just dumping it all into attack is, one, it's not going to be the can you crit chance, right? It's just going to be the, oh, I shoot, I'm going to do not a lot of damage, but I'm going to do more damage than I would otherwise, right? So I think that might be the play that we go for Gallos, is basically like, the plan isn't for him to be shooting the majority of the time anyways. So when he does shoot, probably we just want that shot to hit as hard as it potentially can. And I think the best way for us to do that is probably just full dump into his shot damage. Now, the downside of that is as we've seen, right? The shot upgrade is the most expensive upgrade for all arms, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. So, kind of just a situation. Not much that you can do about that. But before we did anything, I kind of wanted to just test, like how potentially effective is this going to be. I don't know that this test is going to work well, but we're gonna noodle around for just a second. And I want to get into a fight down here. We're specifically trying to get into a weak fight, so I'm gonna skip if it's white. We want a green check mark. Okay, so green. Alright. Alright, so caterpillars, make sure auto battle is off, and we're just gonna chill here. And we're just gonna shoot. Gallus should kill 650. We're just gonna kind of take a look at the average-ish amount of damage here that we're doing. 540. $728. So around 550 to like mid 500s to low 700s. And so we're gonna pop in here real quick. We're probably spend a lot of money testing this, and it's probably this is a bad idea to be. Oh, you know what? You know what we'll do? I think actually this makes sense. We'll save state. I'm gonna save state because we actually don't want to spend. We have nearly $1 million. We actually don't want to spend our money right now because of what we're about to do. But I do just kind of want to test this out and see, right? So we're gonna initialize all of these upgrades. We're gonna set him back to base. And then we're just gonna fully upgrade shot. If we can't even get there, right? Because it's so fucking expensive each fucking time. But we have added a lot to his character, right? He was just over 200, and now he's nearly at 400. So almost doubled his attack power based off of just upgrading his weapon. So we're gonna go through this process again, and we're gonna see if that drastically changes the damage. We're gonna have to hope we get lucky and run into the same enemy type, otherwise it's not gonna count. Okay. Cross the fingers for the same enemy type. It's close enough. So, Beast Slugs. That's a shit ton more damage. Like, that is extremely noticeable. Now, obviously, these are very low-level enemies, so they've got way less defense. So, on enemies that are our level with more defense, that is going to be a narrower gap. But I think we've got our answer, right? Like, we don't want Gallows shooting most of the time anyway, and if he needs to dump, he can probably dump into better at dump FP. He can probably dump FP better into his summons or extensioning, right? And if that is for whatever reason not the case, 3 higher powered shots are still going to be somewhat worthwhile because he'll still, be able to do that with 90 FP for Gatling 3. Right? So I think that is a good play. But obviously we don't want to have just thrown all our money away, so we're going to load state, because the thing we're actually going to do, I will go ahead and we have some points to spend on him. I'll go ahead and give him a little bit of a boost because this is relatively cheap. So he has a little bit more going for him. Make sure, let me check. Upgrade arms. Make sure everyone's at 15. Alright, sweet. Everyone's at 15. What we're actually gonna do, one of the things we're gonna do first, before anything else, we have a thing that we're gonna do before this, but one of the things that we're gonna do first is we're gonna go make some money. And we're gonna go make some money because I really want to fix, I want to fix Clive's arm. I want to fix up Gallows' arm. I might want to noodle with Jet's arm. But the shit's really fucking expensive. So, it's kind of a pain in the ass. So we're going to go do some money grinding. And we'll discuss that further of what exactly the money grinding is. But before we do that, I actually have another thing that we want to do, and that is double checking our migrant seals. So we are sitting at 17 right now. I think we missed one. I think we missed one, but there's a very easy way for us to check. So there are 20 levels. You start at level 1, so there are 19 migrant seals to find in the game. And we, in theory, have found 16 of them. And at the point in the game, so I'm just going to list them off, right? There's one in Jolly Roger, Serpent Coils, Lunatic Garden, Doomed to Obscurity, Fortune Gear, Nidhogg Pass Entrance 1, Little Rock, Philadelphia. There are 4 on the world map, right? So World Map 1, World Map 2, World Map 3, World Map 4. You get 1 for Millennium Puzzle 18. You get 1 for in Dimruth Path. And then once you have the Change Crest, right, you can pick up the one in Fallen Sanctuary and the one in World's Footprint. And then you can get this far earlier, right? But you can get one in in Bollock Rise once you have Lombardia, right? So that's 17 of the 19. The last 2, one is in a storyline dungeon that we'll get to eventually, and then the other is also on the world map, but it's in Sunset Peak, which I don't know that we actually got, but we might have gotten. I gotta remember where Sunset Peak is. Is it over here? It's very easy to know where it is when you see it, because it's the land of not being able to fucking land. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, go this way. So we're gonna go check. No, I went the wrong way, right? I went the right way, wrong? I went the wrong way. What the fuck is Sunset Peak? Wait, Sunset Peak's up there? I was thinking the wrong thing. Okay, still. We can pretty easily fix our trajectory over there. Alright, there it is. There it is. So, did we already... I'm not seeing anything with the items scope. And specifically... I cannot. Alright. We're gonna land, and we're gonna teleport over to Sunset Peak. There's some annoying stuff here, so I'm gonna go ahead and Gimel Coin save. Alright. It's 6532. Okay. And it's at 1123. So I do think we already got this, which means we missed one of the other ones. Okay. We can teleport out of here to Lombardia. Alright, the easiest way to go about this is going to be probably flying around first and foremost, because there's the 4 world map ones aside from the Sunset Peak one. So basically, we should be... I think we missed 2. We missed 2. Yeah. Because if we were at 18, then the Mimmir's Well one and the Sunset Peak one would put us at 20. But we're at 17, and we already have the Sunset Peak one. So we've missed 2 migrant seals. We gotta track down some fucking migrant seals. That's the plan. Okay, so. X-axis coordinates. We got one at 15,938. And 18,175. That'd be here, right? Here-ish. 15,938, 18,175. Oh, it was this one that was down here. And it's not here. Meaning we've already gotten it. Okay. 7522. And 7928, so probably south. Didn't we just find this one over here? Yeah, we just found this one. Because it was like right here-ish. Yeah. Okay, so we already found this one. 22896. Probably faster to go this way. Two 22896. All right, close-ish. And then 92. So it's just down in here, right? 22896, 92. It was over here, wasn't it? Well, there's nothing here. Nothing on our scope, so we already got it. And then 7576. Back this way. Then 576 and 13737. So, over here-ish. And nothing on our list. Alright. That's not great. Ayah! Alright. So, we've already done the Sunset Orb one. We checked the world maps. We know we did the Millennium Puzzle one, right? Because we did all of the Millennium Puzzles. So we don't have to worry about that one. all of the puzzles completed. But we can double check. We're gonna start teleporting around to places. We're gonna go to Balak Rise first. Is it possible I missed that one? I thought I got everything there, but it's possible I missed that one. Search the barrels in the Friendly Fire Saloon for this migrant seal. I think we got this. There's nothing pinging. We'll go upstairs just to double check and make sure it's not up there. Got that. Okay. We know we got the World's Footprint and the Fallen Sanctuary one because we did that very recently. So Dim Root Path. Before the room with the large fence you must pass through is a room with 4 orange blocks on the ground. Take a small staircase in that room up to a door to another room. Inside are 3 chests, 1 containing the seal and a fight against 3. Okay, we're gonna go to Dim Root Pass. Where are we at? Dim Root Pass is up there. Hey, right. We're backtracking. We're doing the backtracking. It's fine. This is fine. This is fine. Before the room with the large fence you must pass through. With the large fence you must pass through. Before the room with the large fence you must pass through. Huh? Let's while we're here, let's do this shit. What is this? Potion Bear. Ah, yay. Sweet. Fantastic. Before the room with the large fence you must pass through. I found a large fence that we haven't passed through yet. I move. I do that. How do I... I'm also trying to make sure I open all these fucking chests when I find them again. Can I just do that? Is that like an option? Can I just Mystic a Revive Fruit and have it do nothing? And still lose it? Hey. I think the answer is yes. Nice. Success. Mini carrot's kind of nice. Alright, we got the robot. Oh, boy. Before the room with the large chest you must pass through. Hey! Or large fence you must pass through. Is a room with 4 orange blocks on the floor. Take the small staircase in that room to a door to another room inside our 3 chests. Okay, so in the room we were just in, there was a migrant seal. You ambushed us. Okay. Alright. You say so. Resistance to status ailments halved? That's kind of wild. Got pickpocketing. Of course. This room? Okay. Sounds good. There's not like a escape from a dungeon, is there? Have I been overlooking this the whole time? I don't think so. Wait. No, I don't even know how you would do that. There's no, like, scenario of casting outside of battle. Grab these so that I don't need to get them later. Or don't need to, like, heal before we go to another place, because we did lose a little bit of vitality there. Alright, Dim Root Path is a bust. We're gonna head... We'll head to Millennium Puzzle 18 just to I mean, I'm 999% sure, but might as well be fully covering all of our bases. Yep, got that. Check, make sure. Yeah, that was 18. Got that. Okay. Philadelphia. We actually need to go back to Philadelphia anyways, because we missed a book there. So let's head on over to Philadelphia. So in Philadelphia, in the room with the falling floor, check near the northwest corner where the white gems are for a crack in the wall. I bet I missed this. Bomb the wall, then head inside to find a trio of chests. Migrant seal is in one of them. Because that sounds like a... Because we don't bomb that much in the late game stuff. So falling floor. Where's our falling floor? Falling floor? Falling floor! Okay, in the room with the falling floor, check the northwest corner for a spot that is bombable. Near the white... Ah, it's right there! We just walked right past it. Sneaky! Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky! I wonder if this is also where the whatchamacallit is. 15,000 Gala. Migrant seal. Adventure 6! Boom! Hey, 2 birds, 1 stone! Okay. That still means we are missing 1. So we still gotta keep backtracking. Because we should be at 19, because our last one should be in Mimir's Well. Sneaky! I fucking, like, Abyssus was so good. Abyssus was so good. Honestly, we need to keep an eye on Abyssus and see if they do more content updates in the future. Because that's a good-ass game. Alright, Philadelphia, done. Next one is Little Rock. I'm 900% sure we got this one, because this is the Galecrest one. In the upper walkways of the town, look for a small gap that leads to a chest. It's that one. We already got it. Alright, so definitely got that one. Next one is Nidhogg Pass. Not far after defeating the Nidhogg, there's a room with a weak bridge. Tiptoe. Ah, yeah, so we definitely got this one. I remember this. We'll go check again because we're gonna be super thorough. But I am very, very, very certain that we got this one. This one was the left side one. We actually need to go. Well, we don't have to, but well, we might save that for later actually, because there's a secret boss. To do there later. I do not think we're prepared to do him. We might be able to do him now, but I kind of plan to do like a big ol' secret boss scenario. So this is this one, which we have most definitely already done. Most definitely already did that. Okay, so not the Nidhogg Pass one. We have Fortune Gear. It's another bomb one. I feel like this one might be it. Because it's another bomb one, and the bomb ones do be fucking hidden, yo. Fortune Gear is that one. can fly over here. Fortune Gear. Fortune Gear is the one where he was off, where it's off on its own. Yeah, I think I. Right, it's this one. Right here. Fortune Gear. After the first two rooms, descend the small staircase and look to the eastern wall. First room. Second room. Descend the stairs and look to the eastern wall for a fucking crack. Alright, well, fortunately that did not take us extremely long. Ooh. Okay, we collected a few more duplicators with our running around thing. Ah, Tatsuki card. And it's a migrant seal, and we are at 19 migrant seals now. Fuck yes. Hell yeah. Alright, that's awesome. Migrant seal. All updated. We are only missing one migrant seal, which is in a storyline dungeon later on. Sweet. So we did the first thing that I wanted to do. Now we get to do the second thing that I want to do. We might as well go. Yeah, we'll teleport over to Baskar. We'll do a quick rest and save. Oh, actually, hold that thought. Before we do Baskar, we're gonna go do some gardening real quick. Do some gardening. Yeah. And she says, alright, gardening. Every time to see a young seedling, I feel it will happen. So we're in the 70 to 79 range with Mega Berries. Hell yeah. And then full carrots. Okay, also in the 70 to 79 range. We're gonna go ahead and dump the full carrots because we're about to go do a thing and probably gonna have a lot of fights while we're doing that thing. So hopefully we'll get a few more full carrots as we come back. But that should be fine. Hold that thought. Okay, nothing is full up, so we can still harvest things. Okay. Alright, now we'll teleport orb to Baskar, do a rest, do a save, and go from there. also... Oh, okay. All right. We'll actually save in Humphrey. Because I wanted to show this off. Because secrets! Found a fucking secret! Actually, I don't know if we can do this yet. We'll go check, though. So I have had me suspicions for quite some time about this motherfucking shit. Right here. Well, guess fucking what? The suspicions are valid. That's just out. You can just barely see it if you're in the right fucking angle. There's a hole there. Uncle Gob! Gob Gob. When I was young, I wanted to see the world just like you. But being a goblin, Gob Gob, everyone would throw rocks at me when I walked outside. It was really sad, Gob Gob. So what I would do is, Gob Gob, take out a map and imagine I was traveling. Would you mind showing me your map, Gob Gob? I won't stink it up. You'll be doing me a favor, Gob Gob. You've completed 74% of the map. I wish I wasn't a goblin so I could travel as much as you did, Gob Gob. Keep at it and try to cover the entire map, Gob Gob. Something good just might happen, Gob Gob. So this motherfucker tracks map completion, and... Who the fuck is that? Who the... That's that girl that was talking to Malik, isn't it? Hold the fucking phone. Anyway, so yeah, the Gob Gob tracks, or Uncle Gob, or Old Gob, whatever the fuck his name is. I'm so distracted now. What the fuck? Y'all, did I lose my fucking mind? I think he's losing it, Gob Gob? What? That happened. That happened. What? What was that? What? Why? Who? What? Alright, Gob Gob tracks the map completion, and if you get to 100%, he gives you a thing. So I'm validated for my little pixel searching. Where the fuck did that... I may have just lost my mind. Cheville's back. Yo, I am freaking out right now. Who is that purple-haired chick and where did she go? She's in Clive's town. I don't think she's good. Okay, don't you gaslight me. Don't you fucking gaslight me, motherfucker. I literally am recording this session. I have video proof. How fucking bizarre. Was that not super bizarre? You believe you have video proof? Motherfucker. He was just walking around. Alright. Well, that seems like spoiler territory, so I'm not going to try to look it up. But I am decently spooked. Yeah, I'm definitely decently spooked. So, I wanted to show that off before I forgot about it, because I think that's cool. So, we will eventually have a reason to fly around and get every single little pixel. Probably what I'll do is I'll probably make like a downtime, a downtime activity. Huh? Look at that. I'm trying to see if you're just like, yeah, you're right on the edge. Just wild. Well, it's a little juicy. It's a little condensy. I know, I really need to clean this particular spot off. No? Is that the problem? Oh, I stole this from you accidentally. That's yours. Apparently, my lack of space offends the mama. Un momento, let me fix that. What do I have? Clean that up, put that over here. Put this in here. Alright. So, like I was saying, the explore, like, uncover all the Fog of War, I'll probably set that as a off-stream task. It's probably going to be kind of boring. I'll just do it while I am watching something. And then I'll leave a couple, like, pixels or something like that somewhere nearby. And then when we decide to do that, we'll do, like, we'll fly into the pixels, clear the map, and then head over to Humphrey and do that. So, next thing that we're actually going to do is we're going to grind some money. We're going to go to the Abyss. Papa brought me food. It's potato wedges. So we're gonna go to the Abyss. We need to double check and make sure that everyone has a very specific skill, and that skill is Gala Boost. Gala Boost, Gala Boost. Gala Boost. No Gala Boost. Oh. Okay. One pocketbook there. Two pocketbook there. That's on Moonspark and Cosmic Cog. Okay, so we have the stuff, we just have not put it on. So I think we're gonna equip on probably Love Charm. We're gonna put on our last pocketbook. And that is gonna give us 100% chance of doubling the Gela that we receive from a fight. And so we're like, okay, great, now we earn double Gela. But there's more to the trick. Of course, there's more to the trick. Do I want to put Earth on? Got a couple of other things. Might put an Earth Ring on. Give Gallos a few more things to put points into. That should work. He's got some stuff. Oh, I should just look what focus does, specifically. Un momento. Personal skills. Focus prevents character from falling under bronze, confusion, fallen, glass, paralysis, or sleep statuses. Both paralysis and glass are on that list, so we do not need any of those points if we have this. But we actually kind of need it maxed. Unfortunately, we can't get it maxed currently. Points to save from something. We don't actually care about counterattack. Sweet. That protects him from bronze, confusion, fallen, glass, paralysis, and sleep, which is pretty nice. I want to eat this food. We want Fire Ward all the way up. That seems fine. Big green thumbin'. So expensive though. Alright, good enough. We are heading to the Abyss. So, Abyss is right here. We have to go over here in order to get to it. If I don't fucking fly badly. We're going to save here. Move this food over so I actually can pick at it. Ooh. A little gooey. I don't know about that. That's a little gooey. I have questions about the efficacy of the delivery here. But I shouldn't, because it's tasty. Okay, we're entering the Abyss. Alright, so we're gonna kind of be lazy lax here. But we actually want to get into fights. Because we are looking for a specific type of enemy, not this type of enemy. So we're hoping that we'll just be able to blow up anything that is not what we're looking for. Everyone's gonna be dead. I hope not. I'll be quite upsetty spaghetti if everyone's just dead when we go back. How fucked up would that be? Us. I was double checking to make sure I wasn't wrong on the locations. Ah! But we're not wrong. They're just a little rare. Thank you for the food, Mappa. I appreciate it. I am somewhat surprised that you didn't get the massive chicken bucket. I couldn't find it! Oh no! Yeah. Oh. Hey, Vicky, what are you up to? Those motherfuckers. Those motherfuckers. No, I haven't run into what we're looking for. Unfortunately. Where's he been? Oh, has he? Oh, in that one spot?
Yeah.
Yeah. He been sleeping. If you're trying to get my stuff. Yeah, that was 2. Not these guys. But new set. What we got? Ta-da! It's this guy! This motherfucker is the guy we are after. So, we saw these guys when we first did the Abyss in order to get Zephyr, I believe, right? So these little motherfuckers steal money from you. The thing is, they steal a percentage of the amount of money that you have. And if you kill them, you get the money back. But if you have Gela Boost equipped on everyone, you get double money. So, we preemptive strike this guy. We want to not kill him. He has to have a turn. So we want to... we should be able to kill him just fine with just Virginian Jet. So, Gela Eater, he is going... Because we have nearly 1 million. He steals almost 100,000 from us. Right? And now we are going to obliterate him before he can get away. Hopefully. Alright, we got him. And we get nearly 200,000. And the thing about this is as we get more money, he is going to steal more money. So the number is going to keep going up faster and faster, which is awesome. That's really fucking cool. So we're going to be doing that. And we did notice that he was triggered on a white, so we can start skipping greens, which we will do. Just expedite things. So this is number 3. Oh, jeez. She's in danger. Aren't these guys weak to... Oh, I think they're weak to fire. No, I think they're weak to ice. So this probably is not going to do what I want it to. Which is unfortunate. On my face. Good job, Virginia. Less good job, Virginia. That's fine. It's fine, it's fine. You wanna do this before. Let's save state this real quick. Oh. Well, that was obviously the wrong thing to do. We load state. Okay, so they're both faster than he is. So we're basically hoping, right, to insta-kill them immediately after. No. They're not. Are they not? They're not. They're not faster. My original instinct was correct. Okay, fine. This could be not the greatest. I think they have about 2,500 HP. Success! Got 200,000 out of it. We didn't get... because he only had a 25% chance of the double proc. But we didn't lose money, so... whatever, fair enough. We kinda... I kinda need to... because this is a problem. I kinda need... Is it 10-gallon hat? Is that the thing? Who has it? Someone has... No, it's Eagle. It's Weatherbane. It's the Weatherbane is what it is. Do we have any of those? Just auto fucking click something? I'm pretty sure my fucking button just double tapped. Alright, well... Good thing we've got this! That's an oolong! That's not a jazzy! Oolong, you've been sleeping all day on the couch. You can't just come here and sleep too. He says, the hell I can't! Not in a very good, like... There you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. I did accidentally fucking click it. And we have 3 Weatherbanes, so we should get those equipped. Because it is kind of dangerous running the fuck around without those. So who has them? 5 has 1. Who's that on? That's a base on Cosmic Cog. Okay. Still fine with that. How much does that cost? It costs 3. We already have it there. Take that. Be good. And then... Don't really care about SO. Boost. Alright, sweet. Now everyone has initiative and we are less prone to, or not less prone, we are immune to ambushes. Alright, this is 4, I believe. Hopefully we haven't miscounted. Now it's 5. Ah, there's a shitty one. Okay. Oh, instinct. Okay, we'll take that bite. I missed one. Ah, that way. Oof. I've gone the wrong way twice. Motherfucker. I mean, it's kind of whatever. We're here to try to trigger fights anyways. It's not like we're trying to progress. If we actually try to do the Abyss for real in this particular run, it's gonna be a whole fuck-ass issue. It's just gonna be faster to drop off and then walk over there. Wait, shit, was that 6? Or was that 7? I'm trying to keep count because I don't actually want to go past 10, but I think if I step into 10, it's just going to give me the option of yay or nay. Bro, that was 11? Fuck off! We'll make the next zone will be our grind zone. We won't progress. Alright. I wonder if it's faster to just Kramer dolls. But if we do that, I feel like we're gonna have a lot more encounters that we aren't interested in. Well, at this point... Did we get, like, too strong? No. Okay. Is this the choice? It's either going to be the birds or it's going to be the money guys, and we want the money guys, but it's only giving us birds? I will say that's not like, not super happy about that. Too long you fell off, buddy. Come on! Give me something other than the birds! No! Bird down! No more birding! Bird's bad! We do not want the bird! Whoops. Hey! Yatta! Alright. No, that was a white! You fool! Wait, well, I was running straight. What? What? can you not do that? Can you not be weird on the angles? Trying to entertain myself. Fucking birds. Why are you cursing me with birds, Jay? Why are you cursing me with these damn birds? I hate it so much. That motherfucker stole an ambrosia. Mother fucking birds stole one of my 3 ambrosias. Alright, I'm save stating every time I see birds now. Whoops. 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 Trying to get my drifting down. Not working. Nope. I knew it as soon as I did it. Nope. I thought I was on the edge that time. I'm on the edge. Oh, fuck. Oh, hey, it's these guys. Actually gonna hyper Virginia here. Alright, eat my money. $223,000. Hell yeah. It'd be even better if I could ever get a double of them. That's worth an ambrosia. Get the fuck out. Just priceless. What? B-burbs. Yaha. $155,000. Number go up. If only there weren't so many other fucking enemy types. It's damn birds. No. Legitimately, I am gonna save state because I don't want... I do not want the birds stealing, like, finite items. Fucking birds. Fuck. Caca. We're gonna try the Kramer doll. I'm just gonna see what kind of enemies does it summon for us to fight. Because if it's any of the green ones, then it's no dice. But if it's... if it's this shit... $280,000. Getting there. Is that just luck, or should we be Kramer dolling? Oh shit! All right. So we gotta play this in a specific way. We did not preempt them, so we can Gatling with Clive. We will hyper Virginia. $154. $139. That one's dead. And then this one's dead. 587,000. Almost up to 2 mil. The like I said, the higher our money gets, the faster this gets, right? So. Okay. Well, whatever. Clearly, it was always too good to be true. That's fine. Bump. Alright, alright. It was just too good to be true. Still gonna do it though, I think. I just don't want to run around anymore, honestly. Just don't really want to run around anymore. Stone. Nice. I should probably be stealing. A revive fruit. Nobody liked that. It has such a fucking low rate to hit! Alright. Yes! $69. We have broken 2 mil. Doing back there, Oolong? Holy shit. Freaked me out. I got tail attack. Oolong. Beetle buddy. The sweetie pie. Really are. You're a sleepy sweetie pie. Alright, not helpful if I keep getting greened! Green! Of course I have it. Can I, like, boost my encounter rate here, y'all? Can y'all, like, come at me a little harder here, please? Just not with the burps. Damn force a habit. Might honestly just be faster with the Grey Myrtles just because I keep fucking things up. So rare. Yo, bruh. 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 Am I going crazy here? Am I going crazy again? Is this round 2 Craze Boogaloo? I never came back from it the first time. There you go. There you go. Fuck, we're doing the goddamn Kramer dolls. Jesus Christ. I can't. Motherfucker. Oh. It did. It waited just long enough for me to just be solidified in pressing the button. Just fucking long enough. I'm so angry with myself. And this, oh no, it's super funny. It's quite funny. Actually check the Abyss page real quick. Olympus shows up in floors 1 through 10. I mean, floors 1 through 20 just adds so many fucking people. And there's some way more dangerous guys in here as well, so it's not really worth it to go without the intention of us just kind of going. Yeah. There is potentially, so I'm sitting here, I'm trying to see if maybe if we went further down, we'd have a better chance of getting the Calyptus, but I don't think so. I think it's just going to add to the pool, and we're just going to have more shit to potentially deal with, which I don't think is really going to assist us in this particular instance. We kind of just got a deal. So anyways, it's actually faster to make money killing stuff like Creeping Chaos, when you have low money, but when you start to get high enough money, right, the Calyptus is just so much faster because it's a percentage. Walk. Calmly walk. My finger is off the button, so I have more time to react when my reflex kicks in. I hate you, Jay. I hate you. Why do you like this game? Dude, it's gonna be birds. It's fucking birds! Stole a lucky card. We actually don't really care about lucky cards anymore, truth be told. I mean, I'm not happy to lose it, but I'm not gonna reset for it. It's so feast or famine. Like, we'll get several in a row, and then we'll go like 20 minutes without getting one. It's so feast or famine. I just need a change of scenery. I know this doesn't actually count as a change of scenery, but it's slightly different. Pixie dust. Cool. Just give me... Honestly, it wouldn't be so bad if I could just, like, have the greens not be as common in the fucking birds! Ooh! Ooh! Verbs. I'm feeling lucky. We're gonna get one. Kramer doll, right here. We're gonna get one. It's not what I wanted. They sigh. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be it. This is it right here. Birds. At least it's a preemptive. At least we got a preemptive on them. Fucking verbs, Mappa. Get this sweet boy. Sweet boy. dogs. These little fucking mitts. Damn. No luck. And no luck. I've had plenty of luck. Get out of here. Okay, no, never mind. Correct. Plenty of bad luck. You are correct. Goodbye, Oolong. Goodbye, Oolong. Oh my god, finally! Hey! Okay! We should be able to do one immediately. Can you imagine how infuriating this would be if you weren't prepared for this? Nearly a mil. Very nice. Come on, back to back, baby, back to back. Don't give me burbs, don't give me burbs. Yes! Fuck yeah! Very nice. Nearly to 3 mil. Ooh, I almost pressed it. Almost pressed it. I I should have pressed it! Motherfucking birds. Hey, 3 banters. Hey, just chatty birds. Chatty birds, chatty birds. My finger lifted. It totally lifted. Hey, it's a guy! We didn't preempt, so we can just do that. Made nearly 300,000 there. Very nice. Over 3 mil now. We came in with, what, just under a mil? Oh, you motherfuckers. We need to take a look at Jet's Gatling. Make sure he's set up for success. Jet's the most, like, average, like, across-the-board attacker in the setup of his arm, I think. So he feels the best with just having a generally all-around effective setup. Of course, I think he's also the easiest person I think you can try to set up like a 100% crit chance. I don't know that you actually can. And for it, I think you need Fiery Rage. But might be able to. I think you can. Because you can get like 60 to 70% just off of his arm. Yes. So we're gonna get 317 and 285, so 600,000. Pretty good. 600,000 for a single fight is pretty good. Yes. All right, we're starting to pull away. We're starting to get to the point to where this is actually paying off. I don't even care, Jay. The issues with Ambrosia is, like, I will probably never use them, is the thing. I might end up using them against, like, if we do the really big final bosses. But even then, a lot of those final bosses we won't even go into unless we have, like, max setups. And so I'll probably just never have a reason to use them. Want to go the Fox and the Grapes route? Sure, exactly. I do. I do want to go that route. Come on. Give me the stuff. Give me the stuff. Give me the cash. Give me the cash. Oh, almost did it. Give me the cash. Yes! Yes! Help. Much excite. $378,000. 40,000, so over 700K. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. $4.4 mil. What am I gonna do with all this money? Well, first, one of the reasons I want all this money is so that we can freely upgrade all our arms. Because it's extremely expensive to upgrade all your arms if you are putting points into shot, right? The final level 15 upgrade for shot costs 330,000 yella. And it's like 250 before that and 200 before that, so it stacks up. Like going from 1 to 15 in shot is, I think, over $1 million, right? So it's very expensive. And we want to do that for Clive and possibly for Gallows, and we also probably want to alter Jet's stuff as well. So there's that. And then the other part is that there's an X-File key at the secret, at the black market that costs 10 million. It costs 9,999,999 yellow. So you can get it for half price. But I don't know that we care, because I don't know we're gonna do all of that stuff. But I at least would like the opportunity to do the thing if we decide to do that. So those are the reasons. We need a lot of money for our upgrades, and we need even more money for other shit. 450,000. 400,000. We are actually about to make almost $1 million. Because it's we've gotten over $1 million on the battle screen, but that doesn't actually count because you're losing half of what you're getting each time, so you're getting it back. But we are actually at the point to where we're about to make nearly almost made $1 million in the actual fight. And I think from here on, we will be making $1 million every time we get a double. Not every time we get a single, unfortunately, but every time we get a double. I gotta have my thumb not hover, because if I hover, I will screw it up. Alright, so preemptive, we gotta chill for a sec, and then we can Gatling out. Alright, so only gonna make 535,000. Only gonna make 535,000. pretty good. Still pretty good. We'll take it. Looking at the UI, it looks like 99 mil may be the cap. Oh, fuck. Unless it scooches over. Maybe. I don't know that I'm interested in going all the way up to 99 million. But we'll see. I think the cap might be 9,999,999. I think that might actually be the cap. But we'll see. I don't actually care. I'm try to get this one. Oop. Trying to be better about not biting my fingernails. I need to do that. Let me file this down real quick so I'm not encouraged. Well, I did break the habit, and then I regained the habit. Like, I stopped biting my fingernails, like, made a concerted effort to stop biting my fingernails, like, 2-3 years ago, something like that. And I was good for probably, like, a solid 7 or 8 months. And I had legitimate fingernails. And then I got back into the habit, and it just fucks off real quick. Help to keep clippers at your desk and the bathroom. Yeah, so part of my process of getting back into the habit was I broke the habit, right? I was good. I had actual fingernails for quite a while. And then I hated having fingernails, so I started clipping them. And over the course of that, I realized that part of me breaking the habit of biting my fingernails was the meticulous care of my fingernails. And then in going to clip them all off all the time, I started caring less about my fingernails, which got me to the point to where I got back into biting my fingernails. So it's kind of a vicious circle for me, at least, I think. But we'll see. I'm trying to get back there. Ooh, almost did it. Not the birds, not the birds, not the birds, not the birds, not the birds. Hey, it's not the birds! It's not the birds. $5.89. $5.30. Ha! Very nice. This is going to be very nice. $7 million. Ooh, buddy. Keep my finger from hovering. Make the concerted effort to not fuck it up. Alright, game. Come on, game. Come on, game. Huh? What the fuck? Come on. Game. Game, please. Game, please. Game, please. Game, please. What the fuck? My dudes. Are we for real? Are we really doing this? Thank you. It's gonna be birds. It's birds! You know what? Honestly, I'll take it at this point, because that took forever. Took forever. Okay, sweet. Oh, hyper. Okay, we should make close to 1.4 mil. Just under. Buddy! 8.3. My thumb is actually gonna hurt later from having to do this. Nice. Good shit. We might get our answer at this point. 800 and then like 750, I think. So 830. 750. Yeah. What's on the dot? I don't think we're gonna be quite at the 9-9 marker. We'll be close, but not quite. So close. So close. So, you pointed out, Jay, on that screen, it looks like there's space for another number. So the reason why I think it might cap at just the 9 mil is because on the main screen, I don't think they're going to put another number there. But we're about to find out. This is absolutely going to be enough. Yeah, we about to learn. We about to fucking learn. 99. Ooh, boy. Caps. All right. That answers that question. All right. So caps at 9-9, which I think is kind of like, that's the funny thing. It's the idea that if you don't, there's an item that makes the secret shop prices half price. And if you don't get that item, you have to spend literally the maximum amount of money you can carry to get there. Which is pretty wild. That's pretty fucking wild. Okay, well, we're done. We're outies. Hey, and we were on the right one. Hell yeah, leave the abyss. We're done here. We're done here. Wait, I wonder, can we fight? Do we even have to go in? Can we just, oh, I wonder if we can literally just pop in here. And we don't have to run the maze scenario at all. Because we might want to come back and do this again later. Like I said, we're about to go dump a fair amount of money into arm upgrades as it is. So, it might be a situation where we're like, ah. And I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. We're clearly getting into fights here. I guess my question is we're not on floor 1 through 10, technically, right now? I guess? Maybe we are. Maybe this counts as floor 1. I'm trying to see... Yeah, we get whites. Okay. Well, then in theory, it's the birds or it's the Cadulpus, bubbles. Very cool. Immediately going to sort and use a gimme coin. Save that. Get our monies. And we're gonna warp the fuck out of here. We're gonna go to Jolly Roger. Go into Jolly Roger. Go into Rog the Joll. Very cool. Alright, sweet. Upgrade, arm. Alright. So, Clive, again, our plan, I think is to go full shot. Although I do like the chance to crit, but I think full shot is the better plan. So we're gonna do that, and then I think we're also gonna go full shot on Gallows, and then Jet I'm unsure of. We can definitely get rid of that, but I kind of want to use the tracker on him. So. Initialize, we're gonna get rid of the crit here, and this is about to get expensive. So, let's see how much these last few levels cost us. Oh yeah, oh, easily over $1 mil. cost us 1,500 or 1.5 mil for the last 6 levels. Jeez. Os. But that's pretty big. Initialize these. Initialize. 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 And I think we're just gonna do the same thing. We're gonna pull up. Oh. Oh, it hurts us, precious. Oh, all that money gone so quickly. So quickly. Holy shit. Okay, so I think we're happy with Gallows there, 5 there. Virginia, we're happy with. Go back and not spin anymore. The more you spin, the harder it'll be to max it back out. True, but also as a reminder, we're sitting on 6.7 mil right now. We started this effort at like 1 mil. So it's way easier where we're at right now, and I don't think we're gonna have any issues going forward, because the only other person we're gonna do anything with is Jet. So let's take a look at arm stuff for Jet. So specifically, I don't think we're gonna try to do any particular crit setup with him right now, because we've already, I don't think we have all of the stuff that we would want to do for that, for like some sort of max crit build. Interestingly, Jet isn't actually the highest crit. Highest crit is Clive at base. So that's kind of fun. So, what I will say is, at base, Jet's weight scaling for Gatling is 25. So and he starts with 4 bullets. So without anything in, he has a flush. When he hits 100 FP, he can Gatling for 4 bullets, full dump FP. No like weirdness like with Gallows being at 90 type scenario. Right? Versus, if we gave him 1 point in weight. Oh no, right, because 1 point only takes off 1 weight. I forget. That's the issue. So we would need like 5 points in weight and 1 bullet, which would be 6 upgrades, and then he would be able to dump 5 bullets at 20 scaling, or at 20 Gatling. Which I don't feel like that's honestly worth it. I feel like the best bet is to just go kind of like scaled shot and crit at times 1 crit with best luck. Your crit chance is supposed to be around 40%, right? So 40% crit's not bad. If we get a crit thing for him, that would be pretty good. But we can get him up to 8. And he gets 15 points of damage every upgrade to his shot. So 135 would be pretty good. So I think probably all we're going to do here is we're just gonna... Right? I think we're just gonna... that. Because the alternative is like 6 points, 1 in bullet, 5 in weight, 7 in crit. And then that give us we'd be able to put 2 points into fucking, and that's not worth it. That's not worth it at all. 2 points into shot is what? Fucking 45 damage, and he has pretty good damage scaling, but yeah, I don't think that's worth it. I think we just leave his weight and bullet where it is. And I think we go 8 and 7. I think that's pretty simple for Jet, because the only alternative is doing something like a full crit build. Yeah. I think so. I think we just initialize hit, and we just upgrade this. And I think he's going to be a decent all-rounder, you know? Looking at character statistics, he has 414 attack. So Gallows now edges him out a little bit, which is fine. Clive, super high. Virginia, super low. I could see us eventually adjusting things. So specifically, I don't know how much the game like if we're doing Finest Arts, I don't know how much that would require us testing, and to test we'd need money, basically. So we could redo what we just did. Probably easier next time. Or not probably easier, definitely easier next time. But so the concept that I've been thinking about is so Morgalt, Fiery Rage, right? Comes with crit hit, right? And I believe has a built-in mediums. I believe has a built-in thing. No, it does not. But no, I don't think so. I read somewhere that it had but I think they're just talking about crit hit. It might have a built-in. I wonder, I might need to like look up and do some comparisons. But anyways, point being, if we go to invoke by Fiery Rage, yeah, so he loses over 100 off of this. So if Clive, using Finest Arts, doesn't really care as much. So the reason I'm saying this is because most of the damage from Finest Arts actually comes from the 5th hit, and the 5th hit, I believe, is based primarily off of your level rather than your damage. I don't know how much your attack stat modifies it. It might modify it a whole bunch. It might not modify it really at all. So I don't know how much the game cares about it. But the first 4 hits definitely get modified by your attack damage, but they're nowhere near as impactful as the final hit. So if we are doing Finest Arts on Clive, if that's the plan, it might actually be better to move Fiery Rage over to either Virginia or Jet. Specifically, right, definitely Virginia if we're doing the Comet thing. But also potentially just in general Jet if we're trying to do some sort of crit build with him. So I don't know that we're gonna do that. So we're currently in this uncertain state, basically, how that works, which is fine, I think. Truth be told, we're at 6.6 mil still after the upgrades. I think we'll probably noodle around with some things if we go further into the game, i.e. like really try to do some of the big secret stuff. But for now, I think we're pretty okay. I wonder if... So I keep talking about some of these secret bosses, or more specifically, I keep talking about some of the stuff we get from some of these secret bosses. I'm kind of thinking about whether or not we could challenge some of the ones that we're interested in getting stuff from sooner rather than later. Specifically, the Kraken is the next big guy, because the Kraken drops the comet mark, I believe. And I think we can make ourselves, or already have made ourselves. No, see, we have ice rings, so we're pretty much immune to ice stuff, but we are not pretty much immune to water stuff, and the Kraken does a lot of water shit, so that is the big thing. I wonder if we can get water ward. Maybe that's the next thing that we try to do, is we try to farm some water ward. Probably don't need to, truth be told, but... Water ward. Water ward from a water ring. We are... Why did I search that? I already knew that's where we got, what we got that from. I need to know where we get the water ring. Okay. Did not. Don't look in there. Look in the bestiary. Can we farm it from someone? We can. The Chimera Muse in the dissection facility. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. We might go do that. I go do a little bit of grinding. The dissection facility is... Oh, right south here. Right? Yep, it's this one. This is where we had to go. Yeah, okay. Quick save. Hey. So we're trying to fight Chimera Muses. I don't see a reason in running around. Chimera Geo, Chimera Wing. We should check and see if there's Chimera Geo we can get Earth Rings from. Chimera Wing we can get Wind Rings from. Okay, cool. Sweet. Might as well try to get things that we can get. We'll just be pickpocketing everything. We have a fair amount of Earth Rings already, so we'll try for the Wind Ring. Dice, that's fine. Pretty damn good damage out of Gallows now, honestly. It's not quite Clive territory, but pretty damn good. Definitely worth doing. Hey, we got an Earth Ring. Sweet. Alright. It's got a Wind Ring. Hella. Oh, it's our boy Ariok. All right. We got 20 and 40 from him this time. Okay, so that was our 5th encounter. 20-40. It was 12-24 at 3. So it was like 16 and 32. We're going up 8 each time. I think it might be going up 8 each time. That's pretty interesting. If that's the case... I feel like there's got to be more to it than that. We'll see. Still very weak, though. That's another thing. Trying to beat that guy 99 times is going to be fucking wild. Hey! These are Chimera Muses. Fuck yeah. Alright, try to steal. Alright, well... no ordering. We're in theory after at least 3 of those, I would assume. We got Water Ward on someone already. Try to get that. I assume that's going to be a Thunder Ward? Or Thunder Ring? The fire ring. Oh. The prey must be fire then. The fire chicken. It's a fire chicken! I might end up doing a little bit of grinding here. Because clearly we can get many different kinds of rings here. And elemental warding is very strong, as we've seen. So just having access to a fair... Because we already have a decent access to ice, fire, and earth. But getting getting a decent amount of access to the others would be pretty good. So I might do a little bit of grinding here. We're not going to get a lot of experience or money out of this comparatively. But it'd be worthwhile to have access to enough rings to noodle around with things when we want to. Because, for instance, right, like, this boss that we're looking at is 3-man attacks, 2 of which are water, so if we have Water Ward maxed out on everybody, it's gonna mean we're only dealing with a single attack. So that's pretty fucking strong. And realistically, that is how a large portion of this game works. Even extremely strong bosses, as long as you go in with, you know, oh, this boss will do really high elemental this and really high elemental that, and will try to inflict the status effects. Or these status effects. Well, if you're immune to all of those things, the boss really can't do anything. Oh, shit. I should have redirected the pickpocket. Yep, it went to the wrong target. Ah, well, we missed anyways. Whatever. Cat's doing much better. Up, 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 up. Holy shit! The big ol' trifecta. Care less about the fire and the geo. Fire and the earth, so go for those. And then we'll try to pickpocket the muse. And try to leave the muse up as if the... Hey! We got another water ring! Woo! Having pretty good luck. Having pretty good luck, all things considered. Yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Pickpocket that guy. Gatling. A wind ring! Nice. Three streams away from a 30 stream streak. Yeah, Frigid. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oh. Okay, we don't care about that one. We don't really care about that one. We do want another water ring, and we care less about the wind ring. Doing okay? How are you? I'm doing pretty okay. Last week was pretty damn hellacious, so I'm glad for that to be over. Still some things in the wings that are a little higgledy-piggledy. But overall, things have kind of calmed down, and as long as they remain mostly calm, I should be pretty good for a while. And the gaming has been pretty solid here lately, so that's always a plus. I've been really enjoying my time with Wild Arms 3. And World's been fun, and Grim Dawn's been fun. If anything, the only gaming complaint I have right now is I want more time playing with my TTRPG group. I want more time playing a pack made in Amber. But other than that, things are going pretty alright. My kitties are okay. They're getting really big. We've got... Who do we have in the tree right now? We've got a tiny baby. Tiny baby sleeping with his buggy. Aw. Hello, tiny baby. Stretch it. Kitty! You miss playing D&D so bad, so I understand. Yes, it's such a fucking thing. Like, it gets under my skin, right? Like, I get so involved in it. I love playing, but I do truly love running. I love making things for my friends and them. I love seeing them having a good time with the things that I've made. And I love seeing them be curious and get invested in shit. And it's probably one of the best things ever. Probably one of the best things ever. Sound like an educator, to be honest. I should have gone into education in my youth. If I have one regret, it is probably that I didn't... Because it was a thing that I considered when I first went to college. And then stopped considering for many different myriad reasons. None of them really that great. But I do kind of wish that I had gone into education. Not for any sort of, like, profit, because, dear lord, it's not especially profitable in most circumstances. But I do really enjoy, like, teaching and... Yeah, maybe not just teaching, but like connecting to people in an environment of learning and exploration. It's one of the reasons why I actually enjoy streaming, is because I don't really... I am not your typical streamer in the regard of trying to get hype and... you know, that type of thing. I really enjoy more, like, figuring things out with people and stuff like that. You think I'd do great at it? I think I would be quite good in education, but it's one of those, I don't know if I can teach. I absolutely could. I was going to say I don't know if I could teach this old dog new tricks. I absolutely could, if I had the wherewithal, to go back to school to get a teaching degree. I could absolutely do it. But I have so many other things that I want to do, and while I know I would enjoy it, I don't know that the incentive is there for me, right? It's one of those things that I think realistically I'll probably just look back at for the rest of my life and go like, that's a path I could have taken, and I probably would have really enjoyed aspects of it. I would have. The aside is I would have hated other portions of it. I would love teaching. I would love inspiring. I'd love learning, etc., etc. But I would probably hate all the bureaucracy of it. That would piss me off a lot. And especially in the area that I am in, teaching is not a profession that I think would suit me well with many of the people that I would be involved with. Right? That is to say, there's a certain type of people that live in the area that I'm from that I'm not sure I'd get along with in a teaching environment. You're back in school and sometimes you question yourself at times, but you're fighting through it because you know the alternative is only being good enough for warehouses. Yeah, it's a rough thing. It's one of the reasons why it's so hard for me to get back into the job market. Because even though I have I have a lot of experience and I have a good skill set for a pretty niche scenario, it's just there's just so much negative about jobs as a whole right now. Blech. Nothing wrong with warehouses, but I don't want to be the you don't want to be pigeonholed there. Yeah, absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, in a perfect... I actually, legitimately, I love just doing monotonous work. Even, like, physical labor, monotonous physical labor, I actually find meditative. I find it soothing. I like doing a thing that is just like a precision thing, like just pick up, put down, pick up, put down, or shift here, move this, shift here, move this, right? Like, I like doing something that I can, like, rinse, repeat, perfect. It's very, like, cathartic to me. The problem is just because it's cathartic doesn't mean it'll make you a good fucking living. Which is really shitty. Like, every job that is a necessary job should pay a good living wage. And it doesn't, which fucking sucks. Because if it did, right, like, if I could work at, you know, like, if I could work retail, or if I could work in, like, a warehouse environment, or if I could work XYZ, without key points, without having to go back to school, right? Like that type of thing. And it pay a good living wage, I'd absolutely fucking do that. Because I would find it cathartic and I would be happy to have the income. But that's not typically the case. You know? Alright. I have actually been paying attention to see if we have hit our required allotment of rings. You'd be nowhere if it weren't for your mom's support. Yeah, I mean, without the support network that I have, I would be living a very different life. And I already deal with, like, depression and other shit. So it's difficult for me to imagine how bad off I would be if I did not have the support network that I do. Like, it would just be catastrophic. Me as a person, I'm already bad enough as is. If I also didn't have the support, I'd be fucked. You have your own money, but she's allowing you to live with her. Yeah, it's super helpful, right? Super helpful. Still pay to be here, but not on the level of a god-awful housing market? Yeah, makes sense. 100%. Alright, after this, I'm going to try to remember to check and see how many water rings I have. Because if we have enough water rings, we might actually go... we've got, like... I mean, it's pretty late, but I might go try to do Kraken if we have enough water rings. Because it would be cool to go ahead and get the Comet Mark, and then we'd be like, alright, we've got the thing that we're pretty sure we want Virginia to be doing, you know? And then we could try to, like, finagle our builds more from that point. So that would be a cool part to kind of, like, leave off on. That's definitely the last water ring that we need. On a video game note, starting Tales of Vesperia over on your Steam Deck. Have a good time. Have a good time. I'm not gonna be Jay. I'm not gonna get baited into or let, it's not even necessarily bait, but like let myself get hypey over the concept of Tales of Vesperia. I have strong opinions on why that game should have been different. Ugh, there was such a cool, like, good concept of a story in there. Where are we going? We're going to Little Twister? We're going to Little Twister. Okay. It's the well. Thought on the well runs deep as if connecting to the other world. At times you can hear a roar similar to that of a creature. The winds be playing a trick on you. But how would you explain this presence? Yatta! Let's go rest and save. And then we need to throw our rings on people. There. Yes. So pricey. Main thing is the game, with the game, is some things in the battle system, more specifically the enemies running away. That's pretty fucking annoying, yeah. That's pretty annoying. I liked some of the, like, it's got, from a battle standpoint, right, it's got some cool things going for it. I did like the final, whatever they're called, concept, but some of them are kind of RC to play with. Okay, personal skills. God Water Ward, fully up. The battle system is nutty and it's fun. Yeah, it's got that, you know, it's from a Tales franchise. Like, it's Tales games, even the more boring ones tend to be fun to play, right, from a gameplay standpoint. And the good ones, the ones with, like, good additional systems, are really fucking fun to play. Really fun. Okay. I need to put Water Ward on Clive, Jet, and Gallo. So, maybe Cosmic Cog? He's got Terror Roar. We definitely don't need that in. We doubled up because of the Lion Shield. Terror Roar has some stuff on it. Fiery Rage has some stuff on it. We don't really care about Bullet Clip auto reload on. We definitely don't care about it on him. But Fiery Rage might be going on Virginia eventually, and it would actually be really cool to have it on her. So I don't think we want to get rid of that. I think we might toss the Lion Shield on Cosmic Cog. Because I just don't think we care about Defender very much overall, right? So there's that, and then what else we got? We got Gale Claw has a free slot. We'll just throw that in there, easy peasy. And then Flash Hit, Hope Shard, and Love Charm has a free. Pretty good. Sweet. Easy peasy. Well, we won't need Fire Ward, so we can just do that instead. Jet won't need Dark Ward for this, so just throw everything into the Water Ward. Clive has enough points all into Water Ward, and Virginia already has Water Ward maxed out. Pretty good. Alright, let's save state again. Or not save state. Let's save game again. And we're gonna give this a go. Alright. Big secret boss. The cacophony that rings is a sign from the messenger of the darkness. The numerous tentacles grasp Virginia and her party. They are dragged deep into the well and come face to face with fear. It's the Kraken! Alright, so we're going to start off by doing our relatively normal shtick. Secret boss time! Go for that. We will go ahead and, I think, probably do a normal situation. I don't think we need a status lock. Because I don't think he does, any ailments. So we'll do a Extension Valiant instead. So we should be basically immune to 2 out of 3 of his attacks. But the third one does still hit pretty hard, I think. So we'll have to watch out for that. Cool, cool. Look at that motherfucker. Mighty Swing. 592. It's decently hard. Not like... Ooh. He counters. The counter. We'll go ahead and do another mini carrot. Shoot again. Do a hyper on Clive. Might as well. Extension. Do we have anything that we want to... I mean, I think we might as well just extension status lock, just in case I'm wrong. I don't think he has any status effects, but just in case I'm wrong, might as well protect against it. We should be fully protected against. No effect. Water Ward. Hell yeah. Never go wrong with buffs unless the enemy uses it against you. Hopefully not. Do we have any... They stole my last lucky card, didn't they? They did. They did. They stole my last lucky card. Motherfuckers. Motherfuckers. I'll go ahead and just mini carrot myself. Fine. We are going to find a starts. Back in. We'll do a hyper on Virginia, so that's locked in, and then we will do an extension permanence. Let's see how the Spinostarts does. Ouch. 65,000. That'll do. That's the thing that we want. Alright, we're gonna Gatling, even though it's not gonna do that much to him. I might just... I mean, honestly, the fastest way to do this is just use several mini carrots on Clive. Absolutely the fastest way to do this. Oh, fuck it. Gallos and Clive are gonna mini carrot Clive. Virginia can't even crack his ass. Some damage out of Jet. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna find a starts this. It's just... It's the way. We'll do a Potion Berry on Jet. Do another mini carrot on Clive. We'll actually do 2 Potion Berries on Jet. And mini carrot Clive. Okay. Refill your shit. Fucking just get more FP. For 65,000. Okay, so we're gonna just mini carrot across the board. Definitely gonna be the fastest way to get through this. And I don't want it to drag on. We could do other shit, but we've got mini carrots out the wazoo, and we can always turn on more production of mini carrots, so there's not really a reason for us to not spam them. More skill procs. Gatling, then attack. Go ahead and defend for more stuff. I think one more will probably do it. I think he has like 240-ish HP. Something like that. I do find it kind of interesting how many attacks we're missing while we're doing finest arts. This guy must have decently high evasion. Hello? I lose my control? Hello? WTF, mate? What happened? Alright. Save state real quick. In case we fuck something up. Controller left the chat, absolutely. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Automatic mapping. There. Close. Nope, that did not fix it. Controller. Automatic mapping there. Close. Alright, that fixed it. Okie dokie. A little hitchy there. Ouch. Alright, is this the end? Yes! We did it! Puppet mark! Ooh, a fair amount of money and experience, too. Nice. Definitely not gonna complain about that. Job done! And we now have the Comet Mark, which is a fun little thing. Gives attack plus, incrementally increases physical attack power. So what this is every consecutive hit gives you a stacking attack power buff. It's very expensive. It costs, I think it costs like 10 points per level, so I think it's 40 points total, so it takes a shit ton of your personal skills, your points. But on Virginia, because when we Gatling, we hit so many times, it drastically boosts the amount of incrementally increasing damage that we get from it. And if we stack other things, a la putting Fiery Rage on Virginia, and maybe even putting Brave Seal on Virginia, and then putting other things like... let's sort by gear real quick. Where is it? Like AP ammo, chance of nullifying the target's defense. And what's the other one? Lucky Shot, so increased chance of critting because each one can crit. And then there's one that we don't have, and it's basically just increased attack. So all of those put on to Virginia can actually scale her to when she starts doing Gatlings like that, it does crazy fucking damage. Now, I don't know that it's going to do as much damage as Finest Arts, so I don't know that it's going to matter. But we'll see, right? In between now and it's Wednesday, we might just be playing tomorrow, so I might not have a lot of time to do additional stuff. But if I do have some time to do additional stuff, I might go do a couple things. Namely things that I want to do now. I want to, this is just prep work. I'm going to want to figure out if we're actually pulling the trigger on Virginia, and if we are, what's the setup? Where'd the Guardians go? Which Guardians are Virginia? Is Virginia getting? Who's getting what other Guardians? How does that make what we already have get screwed up? Right? Like, how the fuck are we gonna have to situate things? So that's probably the most pressing thing. And then secondarily, I am interested in farming more rings. So we might go back to the dissection facility. I'm also interested in popping back into the Abyss and maximizing our money again. Now that we're already at, 6+ million, it'll be a lot faster to actually do, as long as we keep topping it off kind of whenever we need to. So that's potentially a thing. And then the world map, filling in all the dots, or most of the dots, and then leaving a few for on stream. Those are all things I'm interested in doing. That sounds like too much to do between now and tomorrow, but those are all things I'm interested in doing off stream. So we'll see how that goes, if I get any of those done or not. And yeah, I think that's it. We're gonna go ahead and call the stream there. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Ooh. It's a wild Bicky. And a wild Jazzy. Hello, Jazzy. The sweetest. She is the sweetest. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.